What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got the Mugen in here. This is Donovan's car. He picked this up as the new daily, and it's just got a bunch of little flaws that are driving us crazy. He's got the EG out there that he can drive, but also he stole his wife's car so we could get this thing done. We're doing a full paint job on it. It's gonna quote unquote be a restoration. We've done suspension work to it. We're doing full paint and body, getting rid of all the dings, all the dents, all the scratches. The car's been repaired. What you got? You got something on your mind?
It's got a history.
It's got a history.
You can show them the Carfax.
We'll get the Carfax.
Always get the Carfax.
That's okay. So we did not get the Carfax when we bought it. We took the people's word for it. Needless to say, should have got the Carfax. We would have still probably bought it with the Carfax the way it is, but that's the joys of it. 07 Mugen, got a 08? 08. 08 Mugen, got a Craftworks. Donovan's actually, no, you're not doing an engine build on this car no more. Nope. So this one's just getting paint, body, suspension, and a bunch of interior cleanup. Overall, just making it really clean. It's got a bunch of broken stuff on it. We can dive in. These tabs are broken on it. The front bumper ones I think are okay.
The lip is all not attached.
Yeah, lip's not attached. You guys can see here that the bumper just, and it's got a bunch of pressure on it from the way that they mounted the intercooler and the piping. So that's gonna have to get changed and brought in a little bit so we can get this to fit better. These are all broken. We got some bent wheels on it. Handles are all faded. It's been painted a few different times. This door has actually been replaced. As you guys can see, it's got an R-Dot Honda door on it, and that means it's been replaced. If it was OEM, it would have a VIN on the door yet. It'd have a VIN on the door yet, one of these doors. Like this one, right here. They have the VIN on the door, so this VIN matches the car. We know a lot of it's factory for the most part, other than that door, fender, the front bumper's factory. Everything on the back end seems factory on the car, so that's a bonus. We got to fix the exhaust because it is melting into the plastic here. We'll probably have to get that new piece of plastic, so we don't have to fix that one. Lots of little things, but we're gonna get this thing jacked up right now, get a wall built over here. We're gonna dive into painting this thing. We're going back factory blue on it. Not going anything crazy special, just factory blue and running that Matrix MS42 clear coat on it. You got anything else, Donnie?
How long's it been since you painted the car?
How long has it been since we painted the car?
October?
October. It's been a few months.
Starting to get
The old painting hand hasn't forgot.
a little antsy about it?
A little antsy. I'm excited. I'm excited. You guys can just see that this side of the car is beat. It's all faded. The car's straight though. We've got a little dent in the fender here. This fender's been replaced, so it's pretty good. She's pointing out some in the back quarter panel there.
She'll find them all.
She'll find them all. And I mean, we won't let it leave with runs. There's runs there, there's runs there, there's runs there. They painted this, but they blended it here. And I think what they already painted is fading. Did they paint the quarter? They might have painted the quarter. It's
The quarter and the door.
Yeah, the damage was 2011, the front passenger side got hit. 2018, the rear passenger got hit.
and in 2011
is when it got totaled. Yeah, that's the front passenger side. Insurance totaled it. State didn't, so it still blew title. So it went to another company. They sat on it for a year before they repaired the front passenger side. They did that job, and then in 2018, something minor happened to it, which probably just backed into something.
And then paint or whatever it'd be.
We think it got curbed in 2011.
Yeah, so I think this was one of them good old scandal deals back in the day. You know, you buy a car you can't afford, and then you go ahead and just crash it and cash out on insurance, and they take the car and you get paid out on it. I think that's how this one was. There's some damage right down in here, and you can actually still see like the adjuster's markings from where an insurance adjuster came out. That's totally from insurance. So that's what we're kind of working with on this old girl. Once we get the bumper off, you'll be able to see a little more damage behind it. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's gonna be a fun one. The shop's still busy down here. We've got the Cobalt in, waiting on engine repairs. We've got a few other jobs coming in. We've still got the old Pontiac out there that we're gonna finish up. But that's where we're at on this. We're gonna dive in, let these guys jack it up, blow it all apart, get that Carfax for you guys, and see where this one takes us. Man, they're just plucking away on this thing. We've got all the cowl off of it, front bumper pulled. It's had some repairs done to it, along with the side skirts. So you guys can see this is all Bondo. Man, I wish I would have paid attention to that when we were buying this thing. And then we come over here to this quarter panel, and it's been schmucked. Right here's where that collision was, so it was not bad, but it definitely pushed this quarter over, and that's why this bumper gap's a little bit off. You can see it on the taillight. So when I go back to building this, I'm actually going to pull all of this, get it all fixed for Donovan, and that should have this taillight sitting proper. You can actually see they built that up right there. It doesn't fit quite right. So this is all going to get repaired by us. I'm going to redo all of it. We're gonna pull all the damages, fix them all, repaint everything that we have to, get the bumpers fixed, get them sitting right. This bumper we're actually probably gonna replace. It's all built up in this corner. This side skirt I am going to have to save because obviously you cannot find OEM Mugen skirts. Just not happening. Fenders are good, doors are good. Wife's working on getting the trunk and stuff off right now. That should all be good. Gravy, no problems there. Sunroof, everything else is looking good. So that's kind of where we're at on this one. As soon as she gets that tore down, we'll jump into the inside, get the door panels off, get the door handles out, mirrors, all that kind of stuff. You guys know how we do them, and if you don't and you're new to the channel, go back and check out some Del Sol videos or some of the other cool ones where we just strip them things down and bring them back up. As you look down this car here, it's got a little bit of in this door, and this is a OEM Honda replacement door. It's got a little bit going on. This one's got a little bit going on. Just a lot of little damages on this car. Wife's gonna keep trucking on it. I'm gonna keep trucking on this GTO, and I hope you guys are enjoying this good old Mugen tear down and revive. I am currently today working on the old 68 GTO. The wife went through, built a custom set of LED taillights for this thing. Customer wanted LEDs throughout, so we're putting LEDs in here. Bunch of LED lights, LED headlights, all interior lights. It's a real fun one. So I'm gonna jump back in onto this. This video is gonna be a little bit of here, there, a little bit of everywhere. Just due to the simple fact, it's been crazy around here, and I'm only one man, and the wife, Donovan's got a day job, so when you guys see him running around down here, most of the time he's doing his job regardless of what he's doing around here. So kind of a little bit slow on this video, so hang in there with me, guys. We're gonna get back on track. I got Lyle starting as a full-time mechanic. That's gonna be just freaking awesome. It's gonna open up a whole new realm of a new style, I believe, of trying to film for the channel. Bear with me, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Leave some comments, but let's dive back into some work. All right, quick little update. We got that spoiler taken off, as you guys can see there. It's just these two bolts and this bolt here, and that bad boy pops right off. And then the center garnish, well, it was basically all broken, so it about fell off. I think the only thing holding it on was the third brake light clip. Other than that, I think I would have just said see you later. Taillights are out of it. We're getting ready to strip this thing all down. We're gonna leave the trunk on for now, probably just for sanding purposes. I like to keep them all kind of together to get them sanded, other than like door handles. We'll probably start in on door handles next, get all the handles out, the mirrors off of it, all those types of little things. Then I'll really dive into getting this thing fixed up. So that's where we're at on it. Wanted to give you guys a little update. Let's jump back into a time lapse and get the rest of this car tore down. All right, we're just really cranking out on this one. A lot of things are about where I want it. As you guys last seen, we were working on these taillights, and let's just kind of show these things to you. I still got a little bit of a mess here, but I'm gonna have the old wife hop in and show us these lights. Oh, I got the key on. We'll show you kind of what we got going on. Some blinkers and some lights. So give us some, those are our running lights?
Yep.
Those are our running lights. Check those out. Nice and bright. We've got LED corner lights all around, LEDs. Them things are snazzy. Now go ahead and give us a brake. And just like that, we've got brakes. That thing is going to be bright. Let off of them. And back on. Yeah, nice and bright on the brakes. And then go ahead and give us a blinker. And just like that, that's our blinker, and then hit our brakes. Man, oh man. That looks good. All right. So that's pretty much wrapped that all up. Got all the dash lights, except for two that I gotta do. We're gonna put some LEDs in these corner lights, some LEDs down these front lower lights, LED this thing up, finish those out. And this one's gonna be about finished. I gotta change and put the Holly into the dash so he doesn't have to stare at that anymore. But we're just having a great Saturday down here. I'm trying to get you guys a video. This is gonna be part of it here. You guys have a great day. Let's dive back into something else. And just like that, we got the handles out. Well, the handle out, the mirror off, and all the weather stripping pulled around the doors. There's a gap. This back handle I'm gonna leave on. I know. Every paint Nazi out there is gonna be like, you should have pulled the handles. Yeah, well, I should have pulled the glass from the corners, and I should have pulled the rear glass even though it's floating, and I should have pulled the sunroof even though we're gonna sink it in and bring it back and tape the edges, and we're gonna pull this, but I should have pulled the windshield. And I get it, guys. There's a correct way to do it, and then there's the correct way to do it, and then there's the collision way to do it, and then there's the restoration way to do it, and there's 100 ways. To each their own. Do it your way. Do what makes you happy, and that's what we're doing here. Donovan wants his car a lot nicer, and we're gonna make it a whole lot nicer. I've gone around, found all our stinky spots. These spots were just like chips, dings. I don't know what was going on here in the door, so I need to make sure to sand that really, really good and get it cleaned up, get all the goop off. But I've got this door handle out. This one here, I'm just gonna open like so, wedge it up, sand it really good on my edges, shoot it, lift tape these edges, pull these, back tape those, back tape. You guys get the idea. So let's jump over to this side, pull this seal, pull this mirror, this handle, pull this seal, weather stripping, and call it good there. I've got a few dents I want to address. There's a dent in this fender that I'm going to take care of. There's a dent in that quarter panel I'm going to take care of. And then I believe there's a dent in one of the, yep, drawing a blank, A-pillars that I want to address as well. So, it's this one right here. I'm going to get those all taken care of. There's another one right there. Get those all taken care of, get it all cleaned up, get it skimmed, get it ready to go, and see how far we can really get on this thing. Boy, oh boy, look at this thing. All right, so we've got some Bondo here, fixed a dent there. We've got some Bondo right here, fixed a couple dents there. Went ahead, sanded a few spots out, discovered some Bondo in this door here. While cleaning that up, found that spot there. We got our Bondo spot, and then we also have a few spots over here. We're gonna shoot some primer on these. Very low PSI. Should go pretty good. We're just gonna hit those. I've kind of got a couple barriers built, as you guys can see. We're just gonna come in, do a little dusting on those. If I get a little overspray on it, that's okay, because we're gonna wash this thing tomorrow. I'll razor blade the glass, all that good stuff. While I'm letting that primer dry tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and sand the roof and probably the trunk. I did take the Mugen badge off. It goes right here, but I made this little template. It goes with the outline of it there, so we can, after it's taped, or after it's painted, excuse me, just take and stick that right on right there. Put the Mugen badge right back where it belongs. Then I'm gonna probably wrap it up for tonight, come in tomorrow morning, get this thing, wheels on it, everything there, get my primer all sanded, get it outside, and get it washed. We're gonna bust out the pressure washer, wash the entire car, inside, outside, upside, downside, get this thing just as clean as I possibly can. Then we will start getting the car ready for paint. My plan is to get mirrors, handles, entire car painted. Then what we can do is, we need bumpers. There's just no doubt about it. But I'm gonna just scuff this bumper and scuff the front bumper so we can at least throw them on. And or this has a carbon hood, so what we can do there is put it all back together and drive it without bumpers for a little while, if that's what it takes, until we get bumpers in, and then we get them put on. I got some work on the side skirt, so we'll probably drive it around without the skirts for a little while, because the car will be done, mirrors, handles, everything like that. Drivability wise, it'll be A+. Enough jibber jabbering. I'll catch you guys in the morning after this car is primed and ready for paint. Hopefully I'm painting tomorrow. Figured what better time to get a video with Donnie working and the wife working, and man, oh man, we getting these wheels put on so we can move the car. What color wheel did you go with, Donnie?
White.
White.
White, 90% gloss.
90% gloss white. Woo, they're gonna look good. We just put these bronze wheels on, and I was like, man, I actually don't like them. I think the white's gonna look really good. Yeah. Anyways, we got all of our dents, all of our imperfections fixed. Donnie's getting that last wheel on. We're getting the roof sanded. Everything is looking really good on the car. All the spots are definitely sanded, taken care of. We got this big dent right here knocked out as well. That thing's looking extra good, extra good. We're gonna get ready actually to pull this thing outside, give it a bath, get it all washed up, and get it back in here so we can get ready to tape. Paint is on the way for this thing. Huge shout out to Scott Adams for picking that up for us. What a G he is.
Scott Adams Driver Development.
Scott Adams Driver Development, baby. How far did he have to go out of the way? An hour. He went an hour out of his way to go pick up that paint for us, so we really do appreciate it. He's coming to scoop this Z1 up. Yep. We scratching each other's backs around here. All right, y'all, let's get this thing washed.
That's not good.
Poor April. So until I was so rudely interrupted by this dang storm, as you guys seen, this car was about ready for paint. I just gotta bag it now, throw a bag over it, and we can go ahead and tape it. But I had to go ahead and cram everything in here so nothing got hailed on, other than poor April's car. I'm sorry, April. I could have probably should have made room. Just didn't have time. But anyways, here we're at on this. This thing's all bagged up, or all taped up, excuse me. I just got to finish a little section back here, run some foam there, and then throw a bag over this thing. But as you guys can hear, it's just getting wild out there. Donnie's out playing in it, enjoying his time down here because we're stuck now waiting for the storm to pass. Tornado sirens have been going off like crazy. Oh, I thought he really went out there. I thought he was standing outside, and I was like, this crazy guy.
Still coming down pretty good.
Oh, it's nice weather behind it though.
So she probably hasn't hit yet.
Missed her. Might have missed April. Might. But that's where we're at, everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a bag over this thing now, or finish taping it up, get a bag over it so I can at least get it bagged, and then hopefully this storm passes by tonight so I can come back down here and shoot this thing. Otherwise, Donovan's gonna have to stay home tomorrow while I paint it. Anyways, that's where we're at. Hope you guys are enjoying it. The old Mugen's getting quite the makeover and really kind of loving it. So we got paint today. That was awesome. Scott Adams went and picked that up. That was a huge bonus. I can't tell you how much of a savior that was. So again, Scott Adams with Scott Adams Driver School, thank you, sir. We really do appreciate it. He drove up from Houston to pick up an engine, and you guys missed some fun. But anyways, yep, that is factory Mugen blue, Fiji blue, Fiji blue pearl. We'll need extra coats to hide. It says it's B529P is the base, or is the color. So pretty rad, pretty rad. Anyways, let's dive into painting this thing. And just like that, this thing's bagged up, other than this wing window, because I need to go to the house and get some lift tape so I can lift tape that seal and get that window all taped up. But other than that, the car is 100% taped up, ready to go. We've got some pieces over here in the Cerakote booth, door handles, all that good stuff, mirrors all hanging in there. And then we're going to shoot the spoiler and the garnish and everything as well. So then Donovan will be able to drive this minus bumpers and side skirts. No big deal there. We'll get those knocked out this week sometime and get him on the road. That storm passed over, thank goodness, giving me clear blue skies in the background. And y'all know what that means? It's time to paint. Time to paint. I'm not gonna let a little rain slow me down. Luckily, we've got HVAC in here, so I just gotta turn the heater on, 75, boom. Humidity, gone. Pretty nice. Anyways, let's dive into painting this thing and see how well it comes out. Come on, y'all. It's like 11 o'clock at night, 10:30, and I'm trying to shoot this thing, and I've been wondering why I have a full thing of reducer down here. Well, because it's not reducer, it's freaking oil. It's a full thing of used oil. Here I am trying to paint Donnie's car, and I got a full bucket of oil down here. I'm on my way to the house to go get a reducer, because I have a full 5-gallon bucket, 5-gallon thing of it at the house. I tell you, can't win for lose. I gotta shoot this thing tonight. Anyways, I'll catch you guys back down here when I'm shooting. All right, it's gonna be a little noisy. I've got the fans on, but I got some reducer. I got our color made, and I've got it in my cup. I got my paint gun all situated. Everything's good there. I'm gonna wet down the floor real quick. I've wiped down the car. I've wiped down the parts inside there, and I'm gonna get ready to shoot this thing. Cross your fingers, wish me luck, and let's dive into a quick time lapse of painting this thing.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean, and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time.
Well, there's some blends. My worst fear came true. I started in on all my blends, and by golly, it got me. Yep, that's right. That's where there was that Bondo that I opened up and exposed. Well, there's some gnarly stuff under it apparently. If you guys go check out my BMW video or the Lexus video or There's a bunch of them. I'm always running into these issues when you use cheap paint. That's why I use Matrix on everything. I've never had an issue when I use Matrix, but that's where I'm at. I'm gonna let this flash. I'm gonna let it dry. I'm gonna wet sand it. I'm gonna dry the car. And then I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to base this thing. Cross our fingers it works. It's currently like 1 in the stinking morning. And I'm just trying to get this thing done for old Donnie. We're doing this, well, because it's a Mugen and it needs it. Bear with me. All right, maybe you guys can hear me now. Anyways, the old Mugen, it needs some love. It was worse off than we thought. And Donovan and April, well, they have nice things. And they like to have nice things. So we're gonna make the old Mugen nice for him. The paint job that was on it we knew was iffy. And we're fixing it. The mirrors and handles, well, they went good. Need another coat on them, but they went good. Anyways, it's a little bit slow. Well, I can't say slow this week. It's currently a Monday, and I don't have anything coming in until later in the week. You guys stay really, man, it's exciting what we got going on. I've got an NSX coming in. I've got a charger coming in for some fiberglass work. All sorts of good stuff coming in later this week. We're gonna try to put in a few days on the coupe while we're slow. So we're doing Donovan's car because we got a down minute. We just finished a whole bunch of cars. We just finished the Pontiac and a hatch, and we're waiting on an engine for that one, and that's actually its engine right there. All sorts of things like that. I know this is me just rambling on, but bear with me, guys. We got some big projects coming, and I'm trying to get the coupe knocked out and Donovan's car knocked out while I have a down minute. I'm gathering a bunch of parts for the 8th gen, really just trying to get that thing right where I want it, you know? It's making 400. I'm really just gonna put this thing together with a whole bunch of crazy stuff and see what we can do with it. Not going for crazy numbers, going for reliability and being able to beat it up. So, thanks for joining in, guys. I know it's been crazy. The channel's been all over. Donovan's car will definitely be done in series. This is gonna be a whole video right here on just his car. Yep, enough talking. Let's dive back into this thing. That's 3:26 in the morning, y'all. And guess what? The car is still not painted. Man, every time you try to do a quick one and they got bad paint, they get you. So I got everything on this car fixed and looking good, other than this one. Whatever is going on here is terrible. So tomorrow, I'm gonna let this dry tonight. It's 3:30. I'm gonna let it dry. I'm gonna come in around 8 probably. And I'm gonna 400 sand this entire car till there's no clear coat on it. All the base coat's off. Get down to the nitty gritty. Fix it. Fix it right. I thought I was able to dust it and get it. I gave it my best shot. Nope. I was gonna use white sealer. Nope. This color doesn't like to cover over white. As you guys can see, I got everything blended. Sure, there's some spots, but that's just where paint is right there, and there's not paint out here, so I'd have to blend the rest of it. So that looks good, and that looks good, and that looks good, and all that looks good. But that one spot over on that other side, not good. And I'm not gonna send it to Donovan like that. I wouldn't send it to a customer like that. Sure as heck ain't gonna do it like that. From back here, it looks like it's pretty good. Get up close on it, not good. I'll catch you guys in the morning. It's getting warmed up on my heater today. We've got HVAC in here, but been doing some painting, so heating with the little propane heater today. And anyways, I'm gonna fix all the issues on this. Donnie's gonna make a bunch of noise for you guys. And hopefully we paint this thing today. I'm gonna fix everything, paint it black, then shoot the color on top of it. So let's dive in. Everyone has their own way of doing it, and this is how I do mine. This is your first pass right here, everyone. real light. You can see it's kind of splotchy looking, but that's okay. Because if we come over here where our second coat is, I just got done shooting this one. Woo! She comes out all right, everyone. I like it. Some people do a wet coat their first pass. Some people do a medium coat. I do an extra light one to make sure everything's gonna go okay. I feel if I put it on extra wet, sometimes it reacts and goes all weird on me. So if I go light, I can look at it and say, all right, it ain't gonna do anything. This didn't do anything. Thank God, finally, cross your fingers, because it could only go worse from here or better. Let's dive back into it.
They wanna sing my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood.
All right, just like that, guys, this thing has 3 coats of base all the way around it. Now, I'd be lying if I said this thing was perfect. It's definitely not perfect. It's a rush job, that's all it is. I thought I could get it done in a few days. Everything seemed to be okay. But needless to say, when you rush jobs, they just get the best of you. And that's kind of where I'm at on this one. It got the best of me. There's nothing I can do about it other than work through it and work with what I got. Donna would let this thing sit in here for months, but to be honest with you guys, I just don't have months to let it sit. It would end up in paint jail, and that's what happens every time a car goes to a body shop. It ends up in paint jail. Well, I'm not doing paint and body. I'm a mechanic shop. And this was just something I was trying to get done for Donovan and make it nicer than it was. He sold a nice truck to get a nice car, and I was trying to make it nicer. Well, by rushing it, I don't know if I'm making it nicer. It will all be one color. It will not have paint fade, and it'll look nice. It's gonna have MS42 clear coat on it. It is all a beautiful base coat color now. We shot it over white. There's just so many things wrong with this car. It needed stripped down. If you guys go to the Super video, it was one of my early ones, you guys will see what I'm talking about. That car, we thought it was nice. We started sanding it, gummed up our sandpaper. Needless to say, we stripped the car, we bondoed the entire car, skim coated it, and then we painted the thing. That's technically what Donovan's car needs. Maybe in the future, we'll tear it down when we have more time. But right now, it's a one-man band around here, and I got a whole lot of mechanicking to do. We got a 2000 NSX sitting outside that has a whole bunch of J-Series work, Miatas, the list goes on and on. We've got a plasma table I gotta get figured out. I've got fab work to get going. I've got a coupe that I need to get finished and get sold. So, needless to say, don't beat me up too much, guys, but drop some comments. Let me know what you guys think of this one, and I'm gonna get back to clear coating it. First coat of clear coat is on. Holy moly, when you don't have a booth, stuff gets very foggy. But it's got a coat on it. I've got a few little things that I'm not very happy about, but for doing it right here in the middle of our shop floor, I'm pretty happy. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Do I got blue nose? Nope, we're good. Anyways, first coat's down, getting ready to do my second, letting it flash out in here, giving it 15 minutes. This color is just, mwah. You guys can see it there, check that out. Beautiful, beautiful color. Anyways, let's bury some more dirt into this thing. Frickin' the whiteness that was on all the plastic, it was flaking off and trying to get in my paint. So I had to fight it. Gave it the fist, kicked its butt. There's a couple pieces in there. It tried kicking my butt. It is what it is when you do these types of jobs. Them fans are going crazy too. Anyways, let's kick the fans down. Let's throw another coat on this thing. You guys unfortunately can't watch me because it gets nice and foggy in here. But I'll show you guys the second coat. That color is pretty slick, let me tell ya. Pretty slick. All right, everyone, that is three and a half full coats. I did 3 and then I touched it and it was like tacky, but almost not dry, but wasn't stringy when I touched the clear coat on the tape. So I went ahead and blasted another on there. Man, oh man, I'm pretty happy. There is definitely some dirt. I'm not even gonna try to hide it, you know. You guys can see it there, a little bit of dirt. But overall, I haven't lost my touch. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Look, you can see me recording in the camera. Bam. I miss painting, but I gotta stay away from it. Donovan's, Ray's, and my car, I think are gonna be my last ones, to be honest with you. They're just a chore. You don't have the right facility. This place I don't wanna get all dirty and full of paint and overspray. And if you look, like anything that was plastic is now blue. I covered everything up, but it's all blue now. And like even Donnie's wheels got a little blue. It'll all come right off. But everything now is coated in paint and clear coat. And this is just from one job. If I was to keep doing these all the time, guys, it'd be a freaking mess. And I'm gonna show you something. I don't know if y'all can see that. See all those like little specks? That's crap coming off the plastic. This is old plastic. I've had it for quite some time, and for whatever reason, things just, it was a mess. It was an absolute mess. So I just don't know if this is for me anymore. The engine work seems to be going good. Building the Hondas, I'm having a blast doing it. Building engines, building race cars, turbo cars. We're getting ready to do that supercharger on that NSX. I'm just loving it. Don't get me wrong, I love the satisfaction of painting, but I think mechanic and going out racing is more fun. You guys let me know if you guys enjoy the painting videos or the mechanic going out, enjoying ourselves, building hot rods videos. You guys tell me which ones. This thing's cleared. We're gonna get ready to put panels back on it and see what it looks like tomorrow, all unbagged. Wheels. I don't even have wheels to put on this thing anymore. Crud. I had a set of wheels sitting right there. I sold them today. Literally today. And I needed them to roll this thing around. Frick. We'll find some wheels. Heck, maybe these Chevy Cobalt ones will fit on there. It's not rolling anytime soon. Maybe we can slap those on. Frick. Alright, anyways, guys. I'm gonna go home. It's 12:30, 1 o'clock. I'll catch you guys later. Hope you enjoyed this video. We might put it all together, put the car together. You guys can just see them bumpers do not look nothing like that paint job there. But for now, we're gonna rock these bumpers. We have a set of bumpers ordered and a few other things ordered for it. I still gotta fix the skirts, fix a few things, fix the spoiler, yada, yada, yada. That's it for painting. Let's put this thing together. What you think, bud?
On the donuts.
On the donuts. He didn't even let it warm up first. That dude just be giving her the beans on the loud pedal. I love that guy. Man, them wheels look good though, huh? Powder coated white. Man, this guy. Look at that, bud.
That color though.
It's a pretty rad color, huh?
Yeah. Just wait till Sunday.
Sunday, cutting buffing this thing, it's gonna look extra sharp. So he's gotta get wheels put on the front, and then we're waiting for bumpers to come in to paint it. And yeah, look at these little donut burnies. It lights them right up on the donuts, huh?